6 of the NFL. We'll see Josh Allen and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Jameis Winston and the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Carry for Nick Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
25-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 29, Darius.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, this is Geis. They find some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
4 yards. That's another Eagle.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Geis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Geis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And that is going to be incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
The Ravens 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, quick slant to Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Geis. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Chubb on second down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and long for Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. 39-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
From the 41, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you've noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Ravens 7.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Winston running the option left here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Third down.
On third down, Winston. And that is is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Geis with a carry on second down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing now is Allen. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this out past the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, it's Geis. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they move the football. Full command of their play, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
Well, I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the 6. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
They'll hand it down to Geis.
The 21-yard line.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 30.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. And now they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. On second down, Winston again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On first and 10, Winston looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Winston now to throw on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward.
Winston's pass intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28, Ravens 7.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
again they run. Again it's Geis.
29-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Geis.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Geis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there and a first down. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Wilson on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25 yards.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A give. This is Chubb. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The first down throw for Winston. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
They go play action. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot. And what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone. And all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got...
On 1st down, this is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, quick slant to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, 28 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that once he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. They go with a screen to Gore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got Sanu. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Jameis now on first down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
It's a gain of 8.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Allen to throw it.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again with Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30.
This
10,
is my mode, baby.
5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
line. The Ravens offense back out there. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, open man is Samuel, complete. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bag felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bag. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Allen's throw is complete, and they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Got his man, that's Harry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3 yards.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. They felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A loss of a yard.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25 yards.
And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Now the Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Allen's going to look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. But we're a little too excited to get the football touched it before it went 10 yards.
That's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading.